What is the process of making Aliyah while you're in Israel as a tourist? Hi, my name is Joshua Pex. I'm an Israeli immigration lawyer. In the previous video, we talked about the choice of making Aliyah while you're outside Israel or entering Israel as a tourist and doing the process of Aliyah while you're here. So in this video, we're going to talk about this process. There's actually a procedure of the Israeli Ministry of Interior. Misrad Apnim has a procedure for changing status from a tourist to an Oleh. An Oleh is an immigrant according to the law of return. And first of all, you have to understand that where do you submit the application? Well, this has to do with where you live. So this can be a little bit of a challenge because remember, you entered Israel as a tourist. You don't normally yet really have a house, and maybe you're staying in hotels. Well, whatever the situation is, you do need to have an address because on the application itself you have to have an address, and your address determines also what office, what bureau of the Ministry of Interior you go to. So for example, if your address is in Haifa, well, you're going to go to the office in Haifa. And Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, well, you have the picture, so you need to have an address. And it can also be friends, family maybe. Obviously, it's not expected that a person that's coming in as a tourist will actually even purchase or even rent a property before they even know that their application was approved, right? So anyway, you need to have an address that you can also receive mail that's reliable. According to your address, you go to the Ministry of Interior, and there you have to fill in application and also present documents. Well, we're talking about two kinds of documents. There are civil documents that show who you are and what, birth certificate, marriage certificate, the FBI background check is also very important if you're from the States. Other countries, police record that show that you don't have any criminal record. And all these documents need to be notarized and also with the apostille stamp, which is international verification of documents. Other than that, you need to have religious documents that show your connection to the Jewish religion, that you are Jewish or that your father or mother, your parents or grandparents are Jews. In order to make Aliyah, you also need a letter. Usually you will need a letter from a rabbi, from the community you belong to. So I'm explaining this and it sounds, I don't know how it sounds to you, it might sound simple, but any one of these can bring various problems. After you submit the application, it's processed. Many times the procedure will take time. By now, your tourist visa expired because remember the tourist visa is only valid for 3 months. So once the visa expires, but you're still in the process, the procedure of the Ministry of Interior says that your tourist visa will be extended. As long as you're in the process, the tourist visa should be extended, and you might be called in for an interview, asking questions. They might, very, very often, they will ask for more documents. So the process can take some time. The Ministry of Interior, they do their own research and check the validity of the documents, the authenticity of the application. At the end of the process, hopefully you're approved, you're recognized as an Oleh, and you get Israeli citizenship. So this is how it works. If you have any problems or any questions, we'll be glad to hear from you. Thank you for listening.